Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone or anytime you are coming across this platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, after watching this video, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. In that way, you will be able to know when we upload a new video. I want to appreciate YouTube for creating this wonderful platform which we are using to disseminate information to the members of the public. At the same time, I want to put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, I do not promote violence, I do not promote hate speech, I do not promote misleading information. Myself, I don't like it. We react to all forms of videos. So, I also want to remind YouTube that a call for self-determination is never a call for war.
News this very morning saying that we, the IPOB, has bribed the office of Donald Trump for Donald Trump to come and actually, invade Nigeria. That's a very careless statement from the Nigerian government. And you see, one thing about Nigerian government or Nigerian state is this. What they do to others is what they accuse you of. Tinubu is a very corrupt person, very, very corrupt. And I tell you, Tinubu is one of the most corrupt individuals I've ever seen in my life. I don't know how Tinubu became the president, although most of us knows that he bribed his way into power. Tinubu is a very corrupt man. This man cannot fly to America. That is the person who sits in Nigeria, negotiated our mineral resources to Finland, for Finland to take away Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Njoko. So when I saw that news this morning, I said, this is how far these people can go. This is how far they can go with their careless statements. That IPOB, the same IPOB that you are fighting in Nigeria, are the people who went to start bribing the office of United States of America. Can you imagine how a government will open their mouth to say such rubbish? I don't know how Tinubu and his cohorts, though he's a criminal, he's a drug lord, so how he came into power. Even though you stole power, can't you utilize that opportunity to put some things in place? When you came in, your first anger is to cramp down on the indigenous people of Biafra. Deal with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Very self-centered person. That is what Tinubu is all about. Tinubu is all about evil. They are telling you, American people came and said, okay, since you cannot help to, subsidize, or rather should I say, reduce the insurgents in your land, if you can't do anything about it, we will bring our military to help. Instead of these people to admit that they have failed in governance, what they are doing, they started attacking IPOB. What has IPOB done? They are not telling you and I that we are the one that went to the office of the President of the United States of America to bribe America, for America to come. Look, how does Tinubu think? They think it's all about governance is all about criminality. That is who they are. Nigeria is a very corrupt nation. Very, very corrupt. And I want to tell Biafrans this. Nigeria was never designed for anybody. Nigeria was designed for the British. So it's a British colony, it's a British empire, British industry. That is what Nigeria is designed of. Nigeria was never designed for you and I to be successful. Nigeria was never designed for you to have peace. Nigeria was never designed for you to grow, to have growth. Nigeria was never designed in a way that there will be sanity in that country. Have you ever asked yourself, with all the mineral resources in Nigeria, why is Nigeria still a poor nation today? Have you ever asked your country? Today I am in one of the most powerful nations in the world. They don't have oil and gas. The only oil and gas they have comes from Putin. And that is why they are squeezing the neck of Africa to make sure to, abandon Putin with his product, because gas in this country is very expensive now because of the, punishment Putin is giving them. And that is why they are squeezing the neck of the whole Africa. These people don't have what half of the mineral resources we have in Nigeria. Nigeria was never designed for you and I. Look at what Tinubu is saying. Look at what his office is saying. that it is the IPOB that went to bribe Finland, or rather America, so that they can come and attack Tinubu's government. How is that possible? How is that even possible? Biafrans, I want to ask you people, how is that possible that a Biafran will go to Trump and tell Trump, Nigeria, you must strike Nigeria? Which means if that is being said, and that was what we did, that means Biafrans were very strong. We get level. If we Biafrans can do what this Nigerian government has, said we did, we are very strong and powerful. Most of you don't know how powerful Biafra is today. These people are just sick in the head. They are sick. One of the lies they keep telling us every day is that Tinubu will go to America to see Donald Trump. Tinubu will soon fly to America. That Tinubu is almost on his way to America. You know what this animal did? He knows he can't fly into America because if he goes there, they will dive him. FBI will dive in. DEA will dive in. They will arrest him. I'm telling you the truth. Most especially Trump might even say that his plane should not leave. They might seize his private jet. A very corrupt man, I'm telling you. Very corrupt. So the guy went to South Africa to meet with South African president in order, because there was a time Trump invited the South African president in the White House. And if you notice, it is only that African president that has visited Trump in the White House. So he went to South Africa in order to go and meet with the South African president on how to go about Trump. So what happened, when he got there, the guy told him that he can't do that. He just can't do that. He should go back and sort his problem out. He shouldn't engage him. They are now talking to the Igbo governors, Igbo elites, Igbo senators to go to America. That is what Tinubu is doing. And they are preparing, all of them are preparing to go to America as delegates. Tinubu is one of the presidents, since I ever have said, that does not have delegates in abroad. He doesn't have ministers abroad here. Tinubu has no ministers abroad. The only minister he has is Minister of Corruption, Abike Adabri. That is the only foreign minister this animal has. That is always going after Igbos. Everywhere he sees Igbo, make any comment on social media, Abike will dive them. That is the only minister that Tinubu has in abroad here. And now he's saying that we are the one that went to bribe Trump. In order for Trump to now start speaking about, coming to invade Nigeria. Trump has never said he's coming to invade Nigeria. He said he would, come and help you to curb the terrorists in Nigeria. Bring down the terrorists in your country. Now they have turned it that is IPOB that is pushing it. So they are even scared of us. So all this jumping up and down that they are doing, they are scared of us. They are really scared of the IPOB. They are really scared of we as an IPOB member that has redeclared our nation as the independent state of Biafra. IPOB simply means the indigenous people of Biafra. So they are scared of the Igbo race. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing. I have told Biafrans here, don't panic. These people are already pissing in their pants. Tinubu, that drug lord, can never step his foot in America. He can't step his foot in America. I tell you that because I know more than you people do. He can't. The only way Tinubu can come to America if Trump said, I am inviting President Tinubu, that drug lord, to come to America so that we will have a peace deal talk on how we can chase out the terrorists that are killing Christians in Nigeria. That is the only passport and visa that Tinubu has to enter America. If Trump doesn't say that, Tinubu cannot step his foot in America. I'm telling you that for free. That is a man that Alexander Stubb went into bilateral agreement with to, jail prime minister. Very corrupt country. If I must say, Alexander Stubb is a very corrupt man, because there are a lot of good people in Finland. I'm telling you the truth. I've been to Finland several times. Very corrupt. You see what they do to people. You see how they manipulate. It is what they do, they put on others. When they go to Southeast to unalive people, they will come and tell you that it's the IPOB, it is Mazin Nandekano, it is Simon Ekpa. That is exactly what they are doing. They started fooling themselves in the international world now. Why? Because nobody steals power to come and better your life. Nobody takes power by force and utilize it for the benefit of the citizen. Tinubu stole power and he came in to steal more money. He doesn't know nothing about governance. That is a man that the Finland authority to remove Simon Ekpa and Joko and label Simon a terrorist. We'll see how that goes in courts. But again, I want to say this speedily, that please, there are misguided utterance, or should I say voice notes that has been going around social media about our prime minister having some conversation with some people. I didn't want to discuss it before. I never wanted to talk about it because it's not every of these people's stupidity I like to get involved in, because there are some certain things that when I get involved into it, I'll look stupid as well. But for this, because this is circulating everywhere, I have to put that to rest. And permit me to say this, that these people, anybody that you see that is so desperate of power can do anything to get into that power, like Tinubu did in Nigeria today. Anybody that is desperate of power can do anything to get into power. Prime Minister has not spoken. Prime Minister has not said nothing. Prime Minister has no meeting with anybody. How they generated those voices is what I'm here to understand. Prime Minister has not spoken to anybody. Why are these people deceivers? And I must say this, anybody that is in prison in this country, right, you are not allowed to have phone, and we are not allowed to have mobile phone, because that mobile phone, knowing fully well that you are going for appeal, would destroy your evidence of trying to appeal. So whatever they are doing are being orchestrated. All the voice notes that you are hearing outside is fraudulent, is false. Now, number one, they said Prime Minister called them on a Zoom meeting. That is totally very wrong and very, very, very wrong. And I have to say this for free, that people that did that know where they got it from. That wasn't Prime Minister. Prime Minister does not have access to anything. The only access you have to Prime Minister is via his lawyer. His lawyer can come, go to, visit him, and they speak about his defense, and then he tells his lawyer, okay, please tell my surrogate this, tell this person this, that this is what I want them to do, on how I want them to go about it. That is the only position that Prime Minister is in today. Prime Minister is not in the position of having his personal phone, not to talk of having lengthy conversation with me or the COS or anybody in the cabinet. No. Prime Minister will never do that. Promise. I beat my chest 1.2 million times over that. So I don't know the desperation. I don't know what these people are looking for. How to pull down Dr. Ngozi Orabueze that has declared independent state of United States of what is it called? Biafra. That is the only thing that they are fighting. This our declaration is what they are fighting. And I don't want to mention names, because I have respect for some group of people. So if you are a Biafra, and you still feel that these people are telling you the truth, the CRC, Imam Madrabu, and the rest of them, all these people are all criminals. They are all criminals. They are not here for Prime Minister. They are here because they were paid by the Tinubu administration. You heard what Tinubu company said. Let me use the word company because it's not the government. That IPOB has gone to pay or bribed the office of Donald Trump. So it is what they do, they blame others for. IPOB, which money? Where did we see the money? We are still looking for, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is still looking for money to do some things. Even this election, we are still looking for money. We're now carrying, how much? I don't understand these people, though. Where are we going to see the money to go and bribe a whole America? How much do we have? That is how to know that they don't have common sense. Their brain is not working. Common sense, Nigerian government don't have. All Nigerian government have in their brain is criminality. How to steal, how to kill. Anybody that becomes an obstruction to their evil agenda, they will take that person out. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still struggling and suffering in DSS's dungeon today. Persecuting this young man for doing nothing. I told you people that Justice Omotosho is the best friend of Wike. Wike, Tinubu, and Akpabio. Justice Omotosho was paid to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in order to use legal terms and what does not exist to jail him. That is their agreement. The agreement is that I am going to jail this idiot. That is the exact word that Omotosho said to Wike and the drug lord Tinubu, because they know he's going to be a stumbling block to their government, the Ashirat government. I'm telling you for free. I told you people that the information you don't have, we have it. The information that reaches us, most of you don't have it. So I am not here to tell you what is not. And some of you are saying to me, oh, please don't deviate. Deviate to go to where? When I voted for our referendum, when I voted to become a USB, deviate from what? From telling the truth? Any day you see me telling you that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is a bad woman, please, if you go and, in fact, use Amadioha to buy me, please, any day I come here and tell you, it is not that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is not going to, she's a very perfect person. It's not that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze she's a robot, that she doesn't make mistakes. Even robots get corrupted at times. But any day you see me bending the truth, please, from that day, avoid me, because maybe I've collected money from somebody to start talking rubbish. Any day you see me do that, don't even listen to me. So why would I come and what we suffered for? What Simon is paying the price? What Nnamdi Kanu is paying the price? Then somebody like me will come and give up and say, oh, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, for how much? For how much? Do you know how much they have promised Nnamdi Kanu? Do you know how much they have given to Simon Ekpa to drop Biafra? And you think money will move people like us? You people have to think again. You have to think again, please. So I will never be in the position of not telling Biafrans what is happening here is the truth. I really don't want to speak on the side of Ogenkere. I don't want to speak because these people they are wasting our time. They are just really wasting our time. So me coming to talk about is just wasting everybody's time. Nobody wants to listen to those kind of crabs or all those kind of idiots. All those idiots talking on social media. Nobody. Yesterday I was on, is this Kai News? No, not Kai. What's this guy's name again? Kelena TV. And the guy was just doing a very fantastic job. Very wonderful job. This guy is doing. Was doing a very wonderful job. His own part is using our language to speak. I can't speak fluently in our language. It's not a pride. Again, one thing that I want Biafrans to understand is that this USB, please help to support them. Support them. I, for once, would not come and tell you not to support the United States of Biafra. I will never do that. And anything you can do to hold on to this mandate that we have gotten, please help us to do it. The people home, Nnamdi Kanu is going through a lot. We need to defend. I told you people that what we release in Nnamdi Kanu is coming. What we release him is coming. It's not all about gun and bullets. It's not going to go down that way this time around. What we release him is coming. Fear who no fear woman. Fear who no fear woman. Fear who no fear woman. You see this woman called Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. If you are not scared of her, then I fear you. Because that woman, where her foot, her legs don't go, none of you can step your foot there with all your education. I'm telling you the truth. I'm not bragging. You don't know what she's doing, right? But don't worry, everything will suit the shoe. I know they carry the talk anyhow. I say things the way they are. Fear no fear woman. Again, I see Justice Omotosho bragging. If Nnamdi Kanu does not do this, we will close this case. But we'll close your case. Let me tell you people, the brain behind these things these people are doing. They said Nnamdi Kanu has to open his defense. And the guy looked at it and said, I don't have anything to answer here. So on what law am I going to be defending my case? On what charges am I going to be defending? Then the guy threatened him that it was yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be... Yesterday is the 5th of November, right? Now, if he does not open his defense yesterday, that they're going to close the case. Now, there is nowhere in the world where a judge gives a second chance. Have you seen that they are being silly? Nowhere that a judge will tell you to open your defense and then give you a date. That judge will cancel that date and tell you go to hell. That this is what they found on this. And if they check everything, they check every of the statement and they see that you committed that crime, they will jail you. And they see that crime, you didn't commit it, they will tell you to get out of this place and go. They will discharge you. Now, Justice Omotoso is trying to use, this flexing of muscle. It is not all about law. And Nnamdi Kanu understands it very well. It is about flexing muscles to jail an innocent man. That is their ordeal. So now Justice Omotoso is now giving another 2 days, which is on the 7th. Oh, if you don't, we'll close your defense. Close it and let's see. You can't send Nnamdi Kanu to jail because most of you that are scared. Number one, the court, appellate court has freed him as Nnamdi Kanu. Kenyan court, where they adopted him, has freed him and compensated him before the world. What are you going to jail him on? That you kidnapped him and jailed him in Nigeria? It can happen. So Nnamdi Kanu is playing the game very well with them. And they know that Nnamdi Kanu knows what he's doing. So they are scared to their bone marrow. That is why they, Omotosho said, I told you Omotosho promised Tinubu that he's going to jail Nnamdi Kanu. That's why Omotosho is saying, yes, if you don't open your defense by Friday, we will close it. And let's see what will happen. Heavens will not fall. So for Biafrans that are scared, Nnamdi Kanu is going to go to jail, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. You will tell the world on what law are you jailing him. So Nnamdi Kanu understands that. Nnamdi Kanu understands that because the lawyers were just deceiving him. The lawyers were using him to catch crews. They were paying them huge amount of money and they were not doing nothing. They were scared to their bone marrow to speak, to call names. When Nnamdi Kanu collected his file and looked at the whole thing, very intelligent man. You see all these, your judges, all your lawyers in Nigeria, none of them is educated. They don't know nothing. They know nothing. A man that did not pass through the 4 walls of university is teaching you your laws. Are you not sick? Do you know how many companies Nnamdi Kanu has in this country? Do you know? None of you knows. You only say, IPOB, he's eating the money of IPOB. None of you knows. Nnamdi Kanu's company is worth billions in this country. An African man. And you think you can just put him away just like that? You think he's a nobody? And Justice Omotosho is threatening him as Nnamdi Kanu. I pity you. You don't know who you are. You don't know who he is, right? Threatening. A judge is not threatening a citizen that he must open a defense on what ground? A judge that allowed people to come and testify on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu covering their faces. You see the charade. So you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a soft target? Your soft target. That is what they think. They think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a nobody. He can't do nothing. He can't do more than a dead rat who will jail him. If you see where these people were bragging about jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you see where Justice Omotosho was planning on jailing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you shook your hair. You will not, in fact, you will be so ashamed of yourself. A man that has committed nothing, and you are promising the government of Nigeria you're going to jail him. Look at Justice Omotosho and Wike. A dispute land. There's a land that's in Abuja, the family land. They were still going to court to. Wike collected it and gave it to Justice Omotosho. Bought Justice Omotosho bulletproof car. Gave to him. So when Justice Omotosho took up the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I know this guy is going for doom. He's going to do the bidding of Wike and Tinubu. So I knew that these people were no good. You heard when Justice Omotosho said, I'm going to speed up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. You think that somebody reasonable is talking to us. We know that they are all criminals. So we know the agreement they had. No judge was able to take up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. But you see this one, we rubbish Justice Omotosho's documentations. He will rubbish his personality. He will rubbish Justice Omotosho's career. He will finish his career. They are threatening Mazi Nnamdi. You don't know who you're threatening. I don't think you know when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to court in this country. When he went to court over some minor issues in his company, the judge of even England judge feared the guy. Not everything will tell you people. So he knows what he's doing. He's not scared of you, and he can never be. Why should he be scared of you? Why? You went to Kenya to kidnap a man, brought him back. Under what law are you trying him? You are not able to tell the world that. Went to his house in Afaribeko and gunned down 28 people in his father's house, including his father and his mother died, and you want to jail him. You are not serious. I'm telling you people the truth. People are not serious. You can't even jail him. So forget all this media nonsense that they're saying. They can't jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are here. They can't jail him. They are scared to their bone marrow. They want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to make mistake. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dare opens that defense, he's finished. Number one, you are not supposed to be tried in Nigeria. Nigeria does not have the jurisdiction to try you. You know that. They all know that. Number two, you were kidnapped from Kenya, which international law said anybody that is in a country and you go there to kidnap that person, automatically you have lost every legal battle on that person. That is an international law that Nigeria was signatory to. They have broken that one. So on what ground are you now going to jail him? You see that brain, you see this man's brain, I don't know how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to this world. His brain is too sophisticated for anybody to dig out what is inside. Now, you are trying me on what law? Justice Omotosho has not told him on what ground he's trying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but yet he wants Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be jailed. Is that not criminality? So everybody is just looking at them. The world is looking at them because this is the last phase of their fight. And Justice Omotosho is bragging. If you don't open your defense, tomorrow is not too far, just some few hours, and then get into tomorrow. Nothing will happen. Nigeria is a very corrupt nation. Very, very corrupt. I pity you people that are in Nigeria. I really pity every one of you. Very corrupt country. Very destroyed nation. I wish, all this thing is happening, but, during Jonathan, things we were complaining about corruption. But Jonathan administration was still doing something. They were still helping the masses. They were still helping the youth. The youth were still, people were still able to do things. But people are still complaining, corruption. But people were still, able to go to school, feed their children, do businesses, go to China to bring in businesses, bring in their containers and do all whatnot. But here, different case. A different case entirely. Different nation, different case. So Tinubu doesn't care about the Igbos. He used his own hand to divide and destroy Nigeria. So who are you blaming? You're not blaming IPOB that we are the one that went to submit, bribe American government. Can you see how shallow? That's why area boys are in your government. Area boys, everybody that is in Tinubu's administration are all area touts, soccer twats. Those are the people that was working with Tinubu. People that cannot reason with their head. People that cannot reason with their brain. A criminal, a drug lord. Those are the people that Finland listening to Alexander Stubb listening to. He's hearing the Alexander Stubb is hearing it because people are calling him to question. Why did you do this? Why? Even the former ambassador to Nigeria, she wrote on her page, I warned you. Go to her page. I warned you about Nigeria. I warned you. Well, this new one came because they promised her money that they can never refuse. Nigeria is a very corrupt nation. When I tell you about Nigeria, we don't study Nigeria well. Simon Ekpa don't teach me how to study Nigeria well. Very corrupt. That one came, you were bragging. And boy, they jailed Simon Ekpa. Can they walk on the street of Finland today? Can they come and hold press conference again? We will shred them. They can't. Celine. Oh, bilateral agreement was flying. Ojuku's wife was shouting. Biancolo, she was making noise. Bilateral agreement. Can they talk again today? Trump has said something now. Can they talk? The world is watching them. Nobody is saying anything. Now that tweet alone has scattered the plans of Finland and Nigeria. So when we hit them in the court, evidences. So don't worry. Prime Minister will soon be speaking to us. And when Prime Minister comes, I will just, because I'm standing, just like I'm standing in for Prime Minister. Why our mama should not be troubled? Because she can't handle these animals. We can handle them. We self in the area will be street boy before we come Obodoyibo. We can handle them. They are idiots. They have nothing upstairs. Our own school, we go and we get pride. They use the pride. They do good thing. But they look at what they are doing. They say they are educated. But look at how they use fraudulent activities to destroy an Igbo. Look at how they use fraudulent activities to take away our prime minister. People that were unalived immediately our prime minister left. These people have no conscience. You see Adadi Orama, you see Vam, you see Ogechukwu Nkiri, you see Chiomo Okoma, Rubin Nadi, Imam Madabu. All these people are a group of animals, criminals, thieves. All of them from A to Z. Dear friends, I will have to leave you guys. I think it's about time for me to get into my job. I think I will have a time maybe on Sunday if I may have time to speak for hours. So today I just have to leave you guys. And please, we are here and I'll continue to be here with you guys, telling you, giving you the exact updates of what is happening in Finland. Thank you so much and may God bless you guys. From here, from me, I love you guys.
Wonderful viewers for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.